We're breaking down another dance practice today, and this time it's To Know Rules by TXT. You guys recommended this one a lot. This was probably the one that I saw the most in my previous TXT videos. Let's go and break this one down. And if you guys haven't followed my Twitch, ladiesman5678, I react to K-pop and break down dance practices there live. And go ahead and give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe. But let's go and roll it, baby. With the way that this intro starts, they want to show us how energetic the dance is going to be. And we haven't reached 30 seconds of the video yet, and the amount of effects and traveling and formation changes that have already happened is insane. The one thing I want to point out is how they start, because we know that the dance itself, like, they want us to know that the dance is going to be energetic with the way that it starts. And then they're hitting these bases. Also with this traveling where they, I think they're hitting bases and they're moving forward. And I'll show you guys right now. I actually really like that effect where they're kind of slowly hitting those bases but doing these little mini hops to move forward to match the straight, like how straightforward the base is. And then the jump where it looked like he kind of floated and then the rest of the members go down to the floor. That's a cool effect. And again, the creativity of effects and formations in this dance is really, really sick because there's only 5 of them. And I think the theme of this entire thing too, if you really look at it, is how creative can we get with 5 people while still keeping the essence of being dancers, right? And what I like about this is that the dance itself is groovy, and it's not necessarily like choreo dance. That was sick. But the difficulty of the dance is actually advanced. They're really clean dancers too. Cool ripple effects. Like the way that they can match each other and dance as one is insane to me. Nice, nice. What's fun about this dance practice is just like, I feel like it's literally the song title to me, at least. Like, even though I don't understand the song and I don't know what type of message you're trying to go for No Rules, is like, I feel like it really captures the essence of exactly what they were trying to go for in the dance practice itself, where, you know what, it's not just gonna be choreo in front of your face. Let's make this fun and still have advanced choreo, but at the same time have effects, travel across stage left, stage right, upstage, downstage. Let's go and switch members around and have these like maybe ripple effects, catch-up effects. And again, they're doing this with 5 people. So that's the one thing that's, I feel like, is super underrated, because the less people you have on stage, the harder it is to actually come up with more visually appealing things to actually look at. But with TXT, that's not a problem. Hitting, I like this part right here where they're hitting those bases and then you can kind of see their hair like bouncing along with the bases. I think that's cool because, like, you can tell it helps, the hair helps with how strong they're hitting these bases. And what I really want to point out to you guys again is how they dance as one unit and how they can really match their angles, their body, like their torsos. With less people on stage, it means it's easier to pick out mistakes. If you watch this dance practice, flawless. Yeah, look at that. And I think they wanted to show us like more fun. They wanted to show us just like, yeah, let's have fun with this dance practice, but look professional at the same time. Like, that's what I'm getting at from this dance practice. It's like, yo, we can make something really good without making it look serious at the same time. And I think Oh my god, I think that's so good because when you know that you're really good at dancing or you can really perform, and the fact that you don't have to look so serious and everyone looks like they're having fun is like a dangerous combo. It means that it's almost like they're not trying so hard or forcing it, and it's just genuinely coming out in terms of performance. Now I want you guys to pay attention to the effects here. That was cool. Actually, I'm gonna go back to where they kind of start off this section. Oops, let's go back a little bit more. He's doing the choreo. He's doing the choreo here on the left, and then on the right, he's doing the choreo as well, facing away from the camera. And then they're gonna go into this like leaning thing. And then slowly, what they'll do is the pointing hands that they were doing kind of created this like clock effect where I don't know if that's what they were trying to go for, but I thought that was cool because they made this like some sort of clock effect while he was in center. There's so many details in this dance. Like look, there's more. That was like a bridge kind of thing. Like if you go back, they wave down, they go to the floor. I think that was a cool window effect that they did there for him. Right here. Again, if you really pay attention, other than the chorus itself, most of it is them trying to show us like how creative can we really get with this entire practice other than the chorus. And I'm not saying that the chorus itself isn't creative. It's the fact that they can come up with all this stuff without having to dance all of it. This breakdown is cool. If you really pay attention to their arms and just the way they place them and where they place them, it's all the same. More formation changes. And again, the choreo itself is also advanced too. I love that. I love that. Yeah, and the fact that they can keep hitting these moves that are fully like they're hitting these moves and then they're fully extending their arms, they're fully extending like they're past their range of motion is really good for performers, because you don't want to look like you're not fully extending your moves, because if you're going to perform on a big stage, you need to be able to go and actually dance past your range of motion. Otherwise the moves look really small. So when they fully extend those moves with the straight arms, I think I'm just gonna go back and see if I can find it here. It's like, yeah, just this move right here. Can you imagine if they didn't like go all the way and actually extend their arms? That would not look as big on stage. So I think it's important to know, as performers, you need to be able to fully extend past your range of motion in order to actually show what you're trying to display on stage. But again, this dance practice is sick. I'm gonna just end it off right there and just... Yeah, I'd be breathing hard too. That was a lot of traveling. With TXT, I think I'm just always gonna be impressed because I don't really know what to expect when it comes to their dance practices when there's only 5 of them, right? With this dance practice in particular, it's what I can really appreciate about it is the fact that they didn't, performance team, whoever choreographed it and whoever's a part of that process, they didn't want to approach it as let's just make another dance and let's just have it a lot of choreo, and let's just have it just a dance. With this dance practice, again, I don't know the lyrics of No Rules or like the meaning of the song, but I'm just going off based off the title. Literally, they kind of just didn't have any rules with the dance practice. Like they did a lot of effects, a lot of traveling, and you know, the chorus itself was mainly like the most that they danced and the most that there was choreo. But in general, a lot of the things that happened in this dance practice was heavily focused on, hey, let's highlight these members in a way where they're not doing just a solo by dancing, but they're doing like partner work. They're having physical contact, or they're soloing. When they solo out a member, instead of doing like just the choreo, they're doing something that actually highlights them versus just doing choreo. So I think what's really cool about TXT is the performance team probably takes a different approach with this kind of stuff because there's only 5 of them. I think the challenge with smaller groups is going to be how much can you actually show and how much can you actually do with this few people, right? And TXT exceeds that challenge and definitely probably exceeds our expectations. So go ahead and suggest more dance practices from TXT because I would love to break those down. If y'all love TXT, go ahead and subscribe. Peace.